Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to DW Garden. That's me, Donna. That is me, Donna. Look, you're looking at someone's parking ticket. Can you imagine? Let's take it off them and just look at the blue sky and think, well, that looked promising. That looks like life's going to be the day. It's more or less half of the day already. But then, it looked promising that even though it's cold, the sun is shining and we can cope, because this enables us to be optimistic. It is. Hi, Julie. I know, I'm just saying the sky makes life worth living. Seeing the beauty of the sky, seeing the nature of the trees, and the sun shining, it gives us hope. It gives us hope. And I wrote on the my topic about what's your coping mechanism in disaster. It doesn't have to be a worldwide disaster. It doesn't have to be. It can just be you smashing a plate in your kitchen and think, well, it's just another plate. We can replace it. It may be one of your grandma hand me down, and you think, wow, my God, it is one of your favorite bowl to eat from. I'm thinking, oh, you're gonna miss that bowl so much, but hey, you can replace it. But the sentiments that you have attached to that particular bowl will resonate with your disappointment and your, oh my God, and you start looking to see if you could replace it. But sometimes you might have to just take a step back. Don't be too reactive, just chill out and remember that don't be spontaneous with your actions. Think. Let it breeze, let it cool down, and then you think, oh, but you know what? Because by then you've been speaking to someone else, and they may say, well, give you options that you may not need that bowl. You've had enough time with that bowl, So dealing with life disappointments, life joys and highs and lows is part of the whole human anatomy, put it that way. And life skills are the tools that help us to navigate life's challenges. It is, it's not every day you get up and you're happy, and a lot of times you see people on there. Hey, Julie, here I am. Let me just show my face how cold I am. Cold is Julie, I'm in the van. Yeah, a lot of times, right, that we are on this platform, the social media, and believe you me, all that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold. And I say that I think so. But then sometimes what I think is that sometimes you might feel a bit down, and by the time you come and connect with your family on this platform, it changes the whole dynamics of your feelings and how you felt before you started. So it could be a bad thing and it could be a good thing, connecting with social media, because a lot of times, I always say that sometimes you can speak to someone and speak even on here, and it relieves you of whatever you're going through, even though you're not disclosing it, you're not transparent with it. But the fact that you get to just talk, you feel much better. You don't have to, because listen, You have to get up every day and get us in the cold. No one wants to just get up and go to work every day. Come on, be honest. Sometimes you just want to feel like I'll just stroll on the beach and, go on a yacht and jump on the plane. But the life is not like that, because not everyone has that access. Not everyone is accessible to wealth and to all the nice things of life. But if you're humble and whatever you have and you're quite okay with that, that's fine. You don't have to jump on the plane. You don't have to jump on the yacht. You don't have to go on the beach to feel a sense of belonging, a sense of life is life and what we make of it. I was talking to a lady this morning, one of my customers this morning, and I think she's a Christian. And what she was saying, it wasn't a criticism, but I get it. What she was saying is that churches, she goes, I think her church is a Baptist church. Right. I think what she was alluded to is that the church that sing and clap and dance and make noise, that is okay. But I think she wants to process the word of God. She wants to listen. You understand? She wants to be able to listen where you go and the pastor is preaching the sermon and certain words or scriptures that you may think, ooh, You're really throwing me off topic about my glasses. That's it, Julie. We can talk about that because, look, and that's what she was saying. She lost her mom, her husband, and she was saying that we just don't know life challenges. Life takes us to either another low or another high, and that's how it is. And then because you get the news every day that someone has passed, someone is ill, someone has got to university, someone has passed the bar, someone has passed their driving test, and there's so much aspect of life that gives you joy. Yet, are we prepared for the sad news? Because it can take you down. But when you walk out of your, say you leave out of your home on a day like this and you see the sunshine and the clear blue sky, isn't that amazing? This is joy. It's the simple things of life. And yes, Julie, I concur with you. Traveling is something that if you can afford it, you should try and do it. Even if you're in your own country. Because you know what? As a Jamaican, I don't know all the 14 parishes. I don't think I know them. Well, I don't know. I think I've been to St. Thomas. I don't know Portland, which is nearby. I think that's the only one I don't know. I don't know Portland. Yeah. I know Trelawney because I drive through that. But yes, Julie, it is so essential that the things that we take for granted, we should always try and do. As you say, like traveling, in your own country. They say a man never be a king in their own country or something like that. How it go? I don't know. But anyway. But for someone else to come and enjoy your country goes to show you that we don't make time for ourselves in our own town. I've been there, but I've not been to Portland. Portland is where I wanted to go, but I think Portland is so close. It's close by, innit? But St. Thomas, I know Albion because my friend lived there. It was such a long drive from Santa Cruz to St. Thomas. So just imagine you going up. It's a long drive, but it is I mean, all the parishes are just the same, but it's just because it's bordered and it's called that. But yeah, it's just the length and breadth of the country, even though this has different name, it remains the same because it's the same, you know. And we must always try, we must endeavor to jump on the bus, you know, have a day out and said, listen, I'm gonna spend the money and do a round the island trip. Yeah. And it's a dream, you know, as manifesting your dream so you can tick it off. The highways make the journey. Definitely, you know, definitely. But then you get to see a lot less of the whole, you know what, I just love to see nature. I don't mind driving the long route and seeing on the bumpy roads, and because that makes it authentic. That makes it real authentic. That you know, you're going over that bridge, and especially that bridge that I say, if you go down that bridge, you don't say, you know, that bridge on the corner there, I forget when name. I love to travel with Gresham. He allows me to just relax, and he explained the parishes, and there's always stories. I love that. There's always stories that he will tell me, you know, this, that, you know. So it's we need to do another trip together, because we always tend to take holidays because of the cats separate, you know. But yeah, manifest your dreams with just by starting, and you know, start saving, put something aside, and you know, arrange with some friends and go for that long drive to Portland then. And in life, never give up. There's always setback, and you know, and every disappointment is for good. Every setback is a stone to success. And they always tell you, you know, just manifest your dreams. If there's something that, you know, remember, the best version of you is always somewhere. They said chickens, you know, your luck is where a chicken scratches that pile of rubble or something, you know. So but yeah, life is nice. Look at life at the moment, and it's a journey. Life is a journey, it's not a destination. So we should all enjoy the ride and embrace that, you know, that path that we all laid out. Just enjoy it. Enjoy life. And then whatever befalls you, use it as another tool to make life better. You know, before I came on the live just now, Auntie Donna was on my my Instagram, and then she was talking about there's only 24 hours in a day. And I thought, interestingly, we know we all have our talents. And then she was saying that, you know, I know some people go find time to go and criticize people and all of that, and she mentioned that we all have a talent. Some people, remember, there's millions of folks out there who can do the same thing. Everybody can boil dumpling, everybody can fry dumpling, and we always say our mother cooks the food the best. Yes, everybody said their mother are the best cook. But what she was saying is that everyone has a talent. Everyone can do something. And don't waste your time. Don't waste your life, you know. Try and adapt and try and increase your ability on whatever talent you have. Never give up. Never, ever give up. Try. If you think that you have the capability, you have that that need to become an engineer, don't stop. Because my story, and we all have a story. Nearly, this is almost 25 years I'm doing my job. All right. And I remember I was in the office. Hello, Womble. I was working in the office. It's true. We all, and listen, I always make a disclaimer. I am not perfect. I always say that. And we do, because time goes fast so quickly. Yesterday, I'm chopping and changing, but I'm going to go back to how I got my job. Yesterday, I went home, Julie. From being off for a couple of weeks. And I went home, and what I did, I had a big pot of pepper sauce to finish, blend, and bucket up, and I got in and I had to wash the bucket, change the cover, clean off that, clean that, all those things I was doing. Remember, I just came in from work. I'm just showing how time flies. I could have easily just get showered and go to bed and think, no. Time is running. I need to get this pepper sauce all set up, because when it's matured, it tastes much better. And it was so much to do, because I had to finish putting my little secret, mixed to the sauce, and hand blend it with the immersion, and what I had to do was separate it, so you have the what they call it, Julie, you probably know. So I didn't blend all of it. I put some aside. So they would call that the original, I can't remember now, that I forget what it is. I'm trying to remember, but I'll come back with that. So I'll bucket some that's not being refined down or had nothing to it. And I said, because that tastes good. And then I did my best to make it, and then I had to wash and sort out the other peppers, and by you look, when I looked at the time, I'm thinking, hey, it is how much, the time went so quickly. So I concur with you, Julie. The time goes so fast, and we waste a lot of time, and we're on our phones. We did that when we could be doing something more, more, what should I say now, essential to your life, then put it that way. Yes. So okay, so getting this job, so that's what I'm saying. If you think that you have the potential to do anything, do it. I was never trained before becoming an engineer, so I never know nothing about boiler, gas, now nothing. Me never use the odd tools, the odd this, So when I got interviewed, one of the questions was I think oh gosh, can you hear, Julie? It's not muted now, is it? Is it? What? Oh, the call keeps coming through. Sorry, and that throws me off. that actually threw me off, because now so don't give up on what you think that you might never become. Simple. Everyone has a talent. As Donna was saying, I was listening to her, and she was saying that, thanks, Julie. What Donna was saying, Julie, is that some people can fry dumpling better than some can boil it, and if that's your art, is that your goal, if you can sew. My grandmother was a baker. My grandaunt was a cook. So, and auntie stuck to baking, and Aunt Elsie just stuck to doing all the roast and all the cooking. So, and I have learned from everybody. So it's like, I am jack of all trade. I'm an engineer, I'm a cook, I'm a gardener, I am a baker. I can do so much. So, try. Because I think what she's trying to say is that instead of finding things that are so frivolous to do, just find some time and do your best at whatever you can. You know, a lot of times, Julie, that I prefer not to do a live stream when I'm doing some stuff, because when I'm doing my live stream, I get so immersed in it. I get so involved that, believe you me, I would love to be on a live stream and talking to you guys, but the attention that I have, my attention span just wouldn't work, doesn't work that well doing a live stream and working and planting my plants. I like to involve, my hands get dirty looking and why the plants is not just, doesn't look that healthy. Or even if I'm baking, you know that you're alone, and I find I work better when I'm alone. If I'm in the house and the house is full, it throws me. You see, if I'm doing anything for YouTube and I'm doing my recording, I think I find I work so much better because I'm in my own space. I make my mistakes and I correct my mistakes. I can speak, I can leave things and come back. I feel better. I remember this lady, but that's a total different thing from living alone. Living alone is different. But when you're working, you work well within a team, but sometimes you have to put your head down and just, this is why when you study and it's, it gets all in here. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Any Julie, when you're and well done on your video, Julie. Let me commend you. And guys, remember, Julie GoFundMe is still up and running. If you can pop over and support her. We know that we've had a disaster, but sometimes life allows us to be kind in many ways, and that's another way that we can show our kindness and be honest about it, and give and give willfully. I don't think that you give and you sit down and look back and oh. No, give and give willfully. What time did I go to lunch? Oh, I think I have enough time left. Yeah, I think I have enough time left. Yeah. So remember, Joyful Julie, her GoFundMe, and I totally forget it, Julie, that we should have said. But me just get back into the realms of the live stream. I think I totally forgot how to do a live stream. But congratulations on your big video. This is what, when someone does YouTube, you get that euphoria, that drive to continue to do the work, because someone would have watched that, someone would have picked up something, someone would have learned something, someone just look and and that's it. But a lot of times, and yesterday after we were conversing on the phone, I got a long comment from someone who said it was like simultaneously when I was speaking to you on the phone, Julie, via the message, and she said that she's a silent watcher, and she's been watching me from when I went to Jamaica. And when I got to Jamaica and got into the stew, peas and rice, she'd never forget that. And when I was at home, when Hurricane Beryl, I said, what? So she's really been watching. So a lot of times, we hop in and hop out. And just like Julie, I will always remember you. No matter what we have or not have or whatever, I remember the kindness that you did for me. Seriously. It's just that advice, that one little advice, and it made a difference. And as I said, and at the time, because I find myself and they call it dyslexic, that I don't get it at the same time. And I remember now when Julie gave me the advice, I wanted to ask her more questions, but I felt I felt funny to go and ask again. I think I kept asking and thinking, I don't want somebody to be tired of me asking questions, because unless you know the person, you'll be fob off with the person and thinking, well, she asked me a question, she not a sense or what. But, you know, unless you know, sometimes you have to be patient with people and, you know, get to learn people aura. And sometimes you never know, those person become such a pillar of strength to you and friends to you. It's so easy, because it happened to me every day with people that I know, that eventually, you know, at first glance, they're not the person that you think they're supposed to be, but then you get to learn people act differently and they come out of their shell differently. So yeah, take comfort and appreciation from, you know, a lot of things that people have done, and don't take things for granted in life. Never. Hi from India. Yeah, so remember, Julie, guys, remember, we're all here to help each other, no matter what. If you look online and see, take for instance, we can say, look at Andre Stevens. He's doing the all the give back to a give back, you call it, or helping out Western Jamaica. And as soon as he goes online and asks for a generator, him get it. So people are out there willing, you know, because sometimes instead of me go buy one Lucozade, it's sweet for me and drink one water, take the money there and say, you know, I'm gonna give it to a good cause. Sometimes that's God give you back things, you know. You get payback. We all get payback for what we give, and sometimes it's not immediately, seriously, but sometimes you wonder, my gosh, this blessings here must have been, you know, it works. If I even months or years back, you think, oh, I've did something good and it's my payback. So look, he asked for one generator and he get the generator. Yeah, and now people are just calling him and giving him things because they watch his method of working and how he, you know, how transparent he is with everything. But yeah, Joyful Julie at on her, where is it name? Can me tend to forget the, where is it name? Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you what time I go to lunch. 4 minutes to, yeah. Alright, soon time. Her GoFundMe. So yeah, and if you're close to Julie, I guess you can do the GoFundMe, or if you want to do Western Union. I'm sure there are other methods of payment, because sometimes the GoFundMe, they don't get all of the money. Me rather use the Western Union or do a direct banking or something like that. But yeah, I'm sure if you decide to help her, you can always reach out to her by sending her a DM and, you know, work out and just get her details and send what you want to send to her. And I think that might be a better, and it goes towards her GoFundMe. We have to help out each other. Sometimes we help a lot of people out there, we don't know them, but it's a joy of knowing that you give, right? I think that's it. I think that's it for me today. I'm going to go back to my next job. I never remember if you said like up the live. Thanks for the 10 likes. Thanks for the 10 likes. Thanks to everybody. And at the same time, you know what? We are so appreciative on here as a family. Thank you, Julie. We catch up later. We are so appreciative as a family, knowing that it is social media and we met so many people along the way here, and we have become a family. And sometimes it's not the millions and the thousands, and so, you know, if even one person in the room who has a listening ear, it is worthwhile. So yes, I am going back to make sure people's houses are warm. That's my job. So take care and lots of love. My lunchtime has expired now, and just have a great day and peace and blessings. Yeah, look after yourself. We love you lots. Look at the blue sky. Julie, look after yourself, you my dear. Lots of love. You not left me out, and me not left you out. All right, my dear. Bye to everybody. Errol, me know see you might watch later. And Nikki, Vero, Vi, everybody. We catch up later. Take care. Lots of love. Bye for now.